the Germans when I was 18 years old.
Right.
And half these guys were military age during the war, teenagers, and they looked at me and they hired me. They thought I was German because I was blonde hair and blue eyed. They gave me the job as a laborer, and that was small for the job. And later they're going, "You don't speak German? We thought you spoke German." And I don't speak German. They go, they would have put you in a submarine. You're the right size for a submarine. You know?
Right.
It's like World War vintage. Yeah.
Oh, why am I speaking English and I'm right? I'm a rusty. Oh, you're right. Oh, wow.
This is part of the ship or just come with those guys? This is part of the ship.
Dang, 365 degree turn. No steering. Blow all ballast. All right, guys, blow the ballast.
You know what this thing is?
Well, that's that thing.
This is a reed.
That's a Sperry. That's a Sperry radar.
They wrote over top of it. Don't read that.
It's definitely Sperry.
Azimuth range.
That's the.
Indicator, so it's going to have azimuth is according to compass, right? Yeah, that's good.
That's what it is.
Oh, this is just a brand name. Oh, okay.
Should be Sperry.
You get hungry, Ron? Yeah.
Yeah,
You ever ordered out and had it delivered here? We had pizza a few times, but it takes too fucking long.
Yeah, I think this colonel has got to get on the road.
You ever go up to the restaurant with you here? Yeah, there's a good place to go around.
I think I'm going to abandon ship. I don't trust these gauges. I'll read 0. I'm getting out of here.
This here was like... There's no mention of Oh, 93. Well, that probably was the last trip. Nope, not 94. When we went down 78.
I wonder what room this is. It's a mess.
Everybody knew when it was coming to the end, you get away with stuff. I can't believe this was on there.
Turn this
Well,
up.
what room was this? Operation.
The ops room.
I heard we had somebody in there. Was it safe?
Yeah, it's safe for just fire.
Cool.
Well, they actually are pointing that way. You see a lot of stuff painted up. They got that firing cabin downstairs painted just like Canadian, like the beer can.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you bet.
Well, definitely the Russians taking over my office door.
Crib boards on this shit.
I said, if you looked up any names and that, a lot of them let you have this fucking door.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and that's our special report on from the BBC in London live on the Russian submarine that we tried to get started, but we found that all the gauges read 0. However, at the Admiralty here, coming via shortwave from London, is our chief correspondent, Mr. Wrenchwatt. What do you think of the situation aboard the Soviet submarine, sir? Well, I say, my friend, I just don't know what the good old boys there are sitting around there figuring out those pressure gauges. They seem to be down to 0. I wouldn't say that submarine is it's a little bit not too seaworthy, in my opinion. Now, if y'all those boys there just got everything in order and got a bit of alignment there, I think that perhaps we could maybe get a couple of feet below water, but we start to see a bit of danger there. Right. Any other comments before we close this chapter on the famous the Soviet situation and the submarine? Well, I'll say then, where we all come from down there in the bayou, that, well, number one, the camera operator was a little shaky. As you can see, he was way up there on the coning tower, and he was jerking all over the place and flipping. I never seen such a high coning tower all my life. So I think the camera operator, he was aware that something was going to blow up. The other guys there, they were trying to get the ship to run, but I think that, well, towards the end there, I remember one incident where one guy was ripped off the general or something there, pasted on the wall. He was a type of guy there that had authority, and I think the glass exploded or something like that, and it wasn't captured on the video, and that's not fair. Well, back to you into BBC. Right, I think, Major, that, alright, okay, alright, I think we'll close this chapter quite quickly now, as we are here, right, transmitting at 100,000 watts power RF, and, for keepsake, a little bit of a scene of our studio shall be in order. Enough of the poppycock, let's get on with the show here. Okay. Alright, main transmitters, receivers. Nevertheless, the lighting is poor, so I think we should end this very abruptly. We're climbing up very, very high. Alright, now, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. Right, okay, enough of the funny stuff in the studio, please. We got to be serious. Yeah, I'll say, I think y'all guys ought to be all serious.
Yeah, but I don't think so. Today, I would like to make this announcement to everybody here that the Queen, I am the Queen, Queen Elizabeth III, would like to say a few statements on behalf of the Soviet submarine. Today is a special day. Today is very, very indeed very special. What I have to say for my loyal subjects is this. Never mind the Soviet submarine meters reading 0. Never mind that nothing seems to be improperly in the that in time the problems will resolve themselves basically by bolting everything down properly and coming across very seriously to the point where indeed you can indeed drop the ballast from the ballast tanks. In my opinion, I shall make my announcement of the beginning of the new year. This is Queen Elizabeth saying cheerio, and also that you pay a little bit towards my castle. Thank you, oh thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, Mickey here, well, there it is. I don't know what she's talking about. Righto. I think we're close down the chapter now, right? Right. Oh, okay, so we'll turn off all our transmitters and go right into the Deep Six now. We slowly get out of here. We don't blow out the place. What's all this rubbish up here? What's all this blasted rubbish? Oh my goodness. Let's peek around. Yeah, a little bit of it. Banging things. Turn this off. Right, turn that off. Turn this off. Getting out of the Royal Admiralty here is a bit of a problem, but nevertheless, it's a small section of it, right? Yeah, well, and the camera operator, would you like to make a statement? Right. Well, right. Since that's all taken care of, let's shut her down.